Hi, friend. How are you? How's it going? I am going through it, so I just wanted to pop in and get a few things off my chest. Um, as I said last time we spoke, we've been looking at properties, has been a very exciting time. It's always just fun to get to see inside like other people's lives and other people's, their homes and their private spaces and things. It's just I mean, I'm an anthropologist, so it's like fascinating for me to see how other people live. But also exciting looking for a cottage for our family and a potential income property. So we ended up finding one that we were very happy with. It was a beautiful, like a pie shaped lot that went off backed onto a river. So there was beautiful views, lovely quiet river, the whole bit. We went back a couple times to see it. After the first time we saw it, we went back a couple more times, and our agent said that no one else had shown any interest in the property. Even though we knew that we wanted it after the first time we saw it, we decided we were gonna just wait a little bit, just sit on it for a minute. But the whole like let's sleep on it thing turned into like let's sleep on it for 5 more days. And when the time came that we actually decided to put in the offer, of course, on the same day that we put in an offer, no other interest in this property up until now, there's another offer. So it went into like a bidding war. The other people who put in their offer got the property, and we didn't end up getting it. And we were both very, very devastated. We had come to a point where we were starting to see ourselves living there, and we were imagining being there, and it sucked because we knew right away that we wanted to have it. And if we had just, made that move, I understand that like buying a property is not like an income purchase, or I'm sorry, it's not like an impulse purchase, but we should have. Anyways, there's no point now. But so that's been fun, and trying to, after having the like loss of the property that we wanted, and feeling devastated in that regard, it's a much harder to try and get back online, get back like looking at the MLS listings, getting back to searching for another property. It's just so like defeating, and it just feels so exhausting after a period of time. It just, you keep seeing something that's within your budget, something that looks beautiful, you see it online, you get excited, and then oh, it turns out it's on a reservation, or it's on like protected land, and you can't build on it, or this, that, and the other thing. So we really had an awesome opportunity with that little pie shaped lot on the river, and it's gone. So back to the drawing board, and we're still looking. In other news, I'm on my second last day of cannabis consumption. I've really been going at it. I'll be honest. I've been like going harder probably in the last 2 days than I have in a long time, and I'm feeling it. I was kind of reminded this evening of like, that old sort of cliche of like when you find your kid smoking cigarettes, you'll like sit them down and make them like force them to smoke every single one of those cigarettes, and then the overconsumption is supposed to make them never want to do it again. I feel like that's kind of where I am right now. I've been hitting it so hard over the past couple days that I really feel like I need a break. So maybe that's perfect. However, I, I'm getting these like, when I think about quitting, I'm getting these like pangs of panic and anxiety. I, I mean, of course, I've been feeling for a long time like I need to quit. I've been feeling for a long time like I need to cut back, like I need to take a tolerance break. The idea of just all out quitting has come up a few times. And I think if I were making this decision independently, I'd have a much different feeling about it. But because I know that the reason I'm quitting, the reason I'm giving up smoking and vaping is because I have this surgery coming up. So it's not just like, oh, yay for my health. It's like, hopefully I don't die on the operating table. So it's a little different when I think about quitting. I'm thinking about like not just quitting, but getting my body cut into in a few weeks, and it's making me very, very nervous. Um, and it's hard being nervous and having these like negative feelings that I would normally medicate with cannabis and not being able to do that. Um, yeah, you can tell I'm like nervous because I keep like touching my face. I keep touching myself. I'm like not excited about the idea of quitting. I think my neighbors are going to be pretty excited about it though, because I have been like there's just been like a green cloud like hovering around my house for the past couple days, so I'm sure they'll be excited for me to like kick it to the curb. Um but yeah, today is supposed to be my last day. I think I'm going to cheat and like make tomorrow my last day. But uh that's it. This is it. This is it for me. I'm still allowed to consume edibles and beverages and things of that nature. You can still like ingest for the next 2 weeks. So I'll still be able to use edibles for the next 2 weeks, but they've never been effective on me. Edibles and beverages have never worked on me. So I'm not excited about like, oh, yay, at least I still have gummies, because gummies. um, but yeah, I've been just feeling all sorts of ways. When it rains, it pours. And just there's been a lot financially going on, having to pay for, like I have said before, having to pay for my surgery. I have a root canal coming up next week, which I kind of like, I didn't forget about it, but I wasn't aware of how soon it was. And looking at the calendar today and seeing that it's like a week from now, I'm really, really nervous. I've never had this kind of like dental work done before, this kind of dental surgery done before. And root canals are, famously like the worst, most painful thing you can have done in your mouth. So I'm nervous, I'm scared, and like I said, I'm not even gonna get to have weed to like help me. I'm nervous. And my bank account is suffering, and I was really looking forward to having the prospect of an income property, being able to get that going. Just I was hoping like that we would get our lives going. I just feel like I feel like I was like at this point where I was ready to like get my life going and start like making money, start being more responsible, start being more productive with this property. And like I said, with my like procedures coming up and spending money, I really had my fingers crossed for that property. I really had my hopes up. And it's just been sad losing it. And it's even extra sad because the crutches and the vices that I would normally turn um, to help me deal with that sort of emotional upheaval, I can no longer indulge in. So, like I said, I am going to just enjoy myself for one more day. My husband's off work tomorrow, so I'm not, these past couple of days I've had the house to myself, so I've indulged maybe a little more than I could have had my husband been home. So I'll probably taper off a little bit tomorrow, but tomorrow will be my last day. I smoked my last vape. I vaped my last vape last week. Even after the surgery, it's recommended that you stay smoke free for another 4 weeks post surgery. And they don't tell you obviously to like not go back to like vapes or whatever, but I really don't think I will ever return to vaping. I think this is it for me. I think I'm done with vaping. I vaped my last vape last week. It was one of those things that there was like, it was so unceremonious, and I just felt like, I feel like there needs to be like some kind of ceremony. Maybe tomorrow I don't know, sing a song as I smoke my last joint. Like, I don't know, make it special. But it's the end of an era. I don't I don't know if I'll come back. I don't know if I'll come back. If my idea had been, I had planned, I'd been planning for years, if I'm going to be honest. I've been planning for years to take a tolerance break. And so a tolerance break is what it sounds like. You kind of take a break from using cannabis for a short period of time, usually about 4 weeks. And the intent is to bring down your tolerance so that you can smoke less, smoke less quantity, smoke less potency, and still get your desired effect. The another point of doing a tolerance break is for people like me who struggle with getting any kind of effect from an edible. People who are affected by edibles and who like edibles really like them, but for those of us who it doesn't hit, it just does not hit. So I'm hoping that after taking an 8-week break from consuming flower, my tolerance level will have decreased so much that hopefully edibles will like start to be effective on me, and that's kind of the hope and the dream. If I could move away from smoking weed, if I could move away from smoking pre-rolls and flower, and just eat edibles instead and be happy that way, that would obviously be a much more like health conscious, body conscious way of consuming. And so that's my hope. Fingers crossed for that. I don't think I don't think I'll ever go back to vaping. I think I'm done vaping forever as far as that goes. It's bittersweet, I guess. But yeah. Yeah. It's late. It's late and I'm tired and I need to. Oh, yes, baby. What is it? That was my kid. My kid just came in and terrified me. So I was just about to say goodbye and good night. Awkwardly timed interruption from my child there, but when is a child's interruption not awkwardly timed? Anyways, I love you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for hearing me through all my nonsense. I will share my quitting journey with you and share my home buying journey and whatever other journey we go on together. Until then, have a great night. I'll see you later.